Ting, ting, ting. Hey, everybody, it's Monday, and it's Monday motivation for me and also for Eric Knight. Man, he was like jittery this morning, so I'm like, you know what? Let's go ahead and keep on feeding off of that. But wait for it. Let's go ahead and get this started.
That'll wake you up.
I'm telling you what, our goal is to wake up the Prescott people, Prescott Valley, Chino Valley. If you guys watch our show in the morning, thank you so very much for catching it. But also, you can go ahead and get it on demand. So if anybody wants to know, hey, how come I never catch it? Well, just let them know. They could go back to the Prescott Times on YouTube, Facebook, and sometimes we go ahead and post some stuff on Instagram as well. Until we get that little format going on where we can both be on the airways, we won't be able to do it too much live stream for the morning show. But until then, you guys can always watch us on demand, and make sure you watch till the end because I got a lot to tell you guys about.
And anyway, you could go back and watch stuff from 6 months ago. Don't do that.
Yeah. You know what? We were actually doing the same thing we are doing today. We just got a little bit of a cool little backdrop and things like that. So we haven't changed too much besides the video quality.
Right.
Back there, we used to be doing some, what would you call it?
Zooming.
Pixel zooms, man. So anyways, good morning, Haley.
All right, you ready for it?
Let's do it. What is it?
All right, so today, you're going to love this, is National VCR Day.
What VCR are we going to talk about today, man?
Do you remember, I'm assuming you had a VCR?
Yeah. VCR and DVD combined.
Ooh. Remember the Blockbusters and the VCR stores? Did you know Prescott still got a DVD rental store downtown?
Yes, right there next to Magpies. Shout out to Magpies and that video store.
That video store, yeah, and he's busy too.
Well, I would assume so. There's a lot of people that don't want to stream, but they still want to go ahead and get some of those videos. But you get it faster and quicker if you obviously are online taking care of it. So just FYI.
If you walked into that store, it's like an old school video store. Like it's exactly like you would have remembered from like the 90s.
It is true because if you walk in there, it's like a little maze, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Like you're turning from corner to corner and stuff like that. Yeah, I definitely been there. But I don't have a DVD. The only thing that I have that will probably be able to stream that is my laptop because it has that thing in there.
Yeah.
Chrissy was like, I didn't know we had a.
Yeah, and that he's so busy. And he's busy too. Like he's got a loyal following.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, there's a lot of loyal people out there that like to stay the old school route. But, I mean, I think, instead of having a book case full of DVDs or VCRs, my dad has a bunch of them, man. I ain't going to lie. He loves his old VCR. He'll pop in his old movies, and that's the way he likes to watch it. So, you can't knock it. I mean, it is what it is.
Be kind, rewind.
Yes, definitely be kind of rewind. So let's go ahead and get into what happened over the weekend. Eric, let's tell everybody what you did this weekend.
I worked on the Prescott offices.
Like no sleep for me, man. I gotta go.
No. We've got a deadline. We're gonna have a grand opening next month. That means that we have a hard deadline now, so it's go time.
Okay, so do you want to go ahead and establish that date? Did it already be?
We're 90% sure on the date. I'm just waiting on confirmation from the chamber, but it looks like it's going to be July 15th. We're going to have a massive grand opening ribbon cutting.
Oh man, that's what's going on. We're going to have like back to back events in July. So we have the 4th of July, then we have the Prescott executive offices opening up. Man, this is going to be an exciting month, man.
It will be. It will be. I got people moving in this week though, San Martin. That's how things are rolling.
Gosh. Okay, but I'm also I'm going to be going to Hawaii at the end of the July too. So July is definitely just 100% booked now. It is what it is.
It is. And then you get back, and it's back to school, and it's fall.
And it's back to school. Wah wah wah.
Yeah, right. I know. When did that happen? When did July become the end of summer? I remember when we were in school, it was like, okay, you get out in early June, and you didn't go back to like Memorial Day. It was like more Memorial Day to Labor Day, right?
You know, I don't remember nothing, man. I'm just like just rolling through the punches. That's what I'm doing right now, is rolling through the punches. So, guys, we have a lot to talk about. Obviously, there was a
You were
whole full.
busy.
I was definitely busy, but the one we want to talk about today is the whole feel goody. I don't know if you guys were able to go ahead and see the actual um, the news story that was posted by Maria. She went down and she met with Phil Good, and she actually literally had a great time as far as like being a part of it. And I was kind of like wanting to know a little bit more about what he has to offer. So we kind of got into a little bit of a conversation with him, and I don't know if you guys have any PowerPoints about who Phil Goody is and what he stands for. I think I kind of like some of his stuff that he's standing for. I guess it just depends on if we're all on the same page. But let me go ahead and share this page with you guys because we can.
Nice. Right? Look at that fanciness.
Oh, it's so fancy right here. And don't forget, you guys can go ahead and sign up right here in the right corner for the newsletter. We're going to be running that really, really quick on a regular basis. We have finally somebody to definitely meet our needs on that. So it's going to be kind of cool. So Phil Good is a decorated Vietnam combat veteran, career medical industry executive managing complex budgets, ardent defender of the Second Amendment, constitutional conservative. And then we roll down here, and he's actually trying to talk about what has happened since 2005 and 2020, and those things are actually put into here as far as the story goes. So if you guys want to go ahead and come check this out, it's at theprescotttimes.com, and I think we have it right here. Boom.
Look at that.
I just set the links in there, guys. So if you guys want to check out that story, please do so. I mean, it's really a need to know who is trying to get into put into power. I don't really know.
He's already on the council.
Yeah.
So I'm actually curious. That rolls into our other topic here. Is you saw that article that I sent out from the water people? What was it? What's our water friends?
Swag.
They posted the article this weekend about how the Save the Dells is going to oppose the AAE or the AED deal that's going to be voted on in the next couple of weeks. And so it'll be interesting to see how he votes on this, right? Because apparently there's been some major changes and nobody's happy.
They have never been happy. This is what, the second year or third year? We're going on third year.
Second or third year, yeah. Well, apparently they were happy at one point, but apparently something's changed, and they are now opposing the deal.
Well, last year, I think we kind of like everything went to a halt. I mean, it is what it is. It just went to a halt. So now they're trying to, push some stuff in. I mean, there's a lot of things going on this year. There's a new election, new mayors, new council members. This could like swing a lot of things on that council, where everybody could go ahead and just figure out what they got. I mean, what they want, or I don't know. The development is getting crazy. I started reading some stuff where they were saying that the Verde Valley and also up north a little bit, they should probably really honestly suspend growth just so that we could catch up, just for the sake of the cause. But that's a whole nother story, guys, and we will get into that at another time. I just want to move on to the next story, because the reason why is because we got a new computer and I'm allowed to go ahead and share this stuff. It's so awesome.
Nice.
I love this stuff. So, guys, if you guys do not know, we have the website, and we could actually come on here and tell you about what some of the stuff that's happening on locally in Prescott, Arizona. But I just want you guys to know that hiking is definitely not for the faint of heart. So, guys, there was a 69-year-old male that was apparently hiking alone and asked a passerby for assistance, and because he was dehydrated, he was actually it was bad. So anyways, the Prescott Fire Department definitely came down to the rescue, and also thank you to the person that actually stepped up to help the man. But anyways, there's a lot of stuff on here that you guys should probably check out if you guys want to go ahead and read more about that. And I just posted that this morning.
The sun is brutal. That's what people don't understand. I mean, it'll wipe you out and dehydrate you here. I mean, I was working outside this weekend, and it felt great in the shade, but in the sun, it was intense.
Yeah, it's definitely intense. It's definitely intense, and I
Mhm.
mean, and nobody thinks that because we're in the mountains area. So that's the hard part. That if you don't know about what the mountain has to offer, this is what the mountain has to offer. It's really close to the sun, and we don't have no like cloud covers or smog cover. Sometimes in the most cases that is actually worse. So. Just take precautions and make sure if you see anybody and if you think that somebody is kind of like, brittle, I mean, just saying brittle about like going out into the forest and stuff, make sure they have water and snacks because that was the other thing. Having snacks is a big deal. You guys need to make sure you're ready for all that. So, anyways, I just want to say good morning, Nancy. Good morning, Chris, Christy, Kathleen, and Haley. Good morning, guys. So, we have a new column going out, Eric. I don't know
Oh,
if you
okay,
know.
that sounds cool.
And this happens to be a person from your neck of the woods, your buddy Jimmy.
Mhm.
Jimmy is definitely is doing some pretty cool things over there at the compound pharmacy, but he ended up writing an actual column, and this is what the consultation window provides relevant research and interesting health information for you monthly. This column is dispensed to you by two local pharmacists at the Prescott Compounding Pharmacy. So he's going to be chiming in on the website and talking about some things. This one happens to be about your four-legged best friend. So
Cool. That's
if you
right.
guys
You can get pet meds there. I forgot about that.
yeah, and if you guys want to know a little bit about 5 facts about your dog that you need to know about, this is a great time to do so. So, if you guys want to go check that out, I'll post the link right here so you guys can see that. I like that stuff, and it's actually great information, and obviously he says facts. So, with that being said, I think that he has that title of being able to go ahead and give you that information. So if you guys want to check that out, let
Yeah,
me go.
and so Kathleen here's put in the chat. Heard there's fires going. So not near Prescott, but there are fires everywhere. I mean, especially on the eastern side of the state, there have been roads closed like crazy going up around Payson.
Oh yes, yeah, I heard a bunch of those are going down. Jen posted
And post it. Yeah.
yeah, she posted that there was a bunch of fires, and I haven't got anything on our radar as far as us posting, but we'll go ahead and follow a lot of this stuff just because it's good stuff for us to really do. So I really watch for because it is that season, man. It is that season.
It is.
Uh,
There's been no rain yet.
yeah, the rain in the forecast. There's no rain in the forecast. There's partly cloudy, but we posted something last week. Thank you to the Arizona Authority writers, or I forgot what they were, but they ended up posting that we're going to get a really good storm this year because of the past and how this pattern has worked. They said hands down this is going to be a wet season, so we are definitely hoping for that. And as of right now, there's no rain or in sight on this forecast. But then again, here it is right now. I have a slight overcast right now. It could pick up. Who knows? Who knows, Eric?
So I'm looking at that post. This is multiple fires in the Tonto National Forest. And here, I'll share it real quick, just so you can see it. If I can figure out where the share button went. There we go. Do you play the Jeopardy music? Or no, that will get you banned, right? Just because of copyright stuff. All right, there it is. There's lots of fires out there.
There we go. Yeah, that's huge.
The screen's not, but yeah, that's huge. There you go.
I was like, I was like, okay, I can see that.
Right? You just bring out your magnifying glass and
I was at Eric's computer. Eric is probably on a 64-inch screen computer right now. I'm thinking you are. What size computer?
It's 60, but yeah.
All right. We're gonna have to top that, man. I'm gonna need a 60-inch screen TV.
You have to put it in your new office, yeah.
Heck yeah! I actually could probably really honestly love to have that, just because it'd be cool to say, look at what I got going on, and it's just like just beaming.
I'm actually installing your TV this week.
Oh shit! Oh oops! Hey, am I allowed to cuss? I'm allowed to cuss. Oh man, so it's Monday, Eric. we have a lot to go and do this week. Tomorrow, we are going to the AZ Downs. We're going to be there live and direct. I know that you're going to be showing up. Is that true?
Oh,
Or
it's true. I will be there. Yep.
okay, so this is what the goals are. We're going to be meeting up over at the AZ Downs at 2 p.m. In the third story, we actually have the skybox where we've invited 15 people to go ahead and RSVP, which is already, 20 people, maybe a little bit more, but whatever. We're going to be
But there's
swapping.
overflow, right?
Yeah, there's definitely overflow because we have to, go down to the third story, go take the bets. And because I plan on betting on a couple races.
You're going to bet on the horses, huh?
I'm going to bet on a couple of the horses because it's just fun to watch this. And then, I mean, we could all go down to where the horses like literally cross the line and we could just watch it. Like these horses are just flowing fast, man. So you guys are all more than welcome to come out and hang out with us. We'll give a tour. We're going to have the mayor of Prescott Valley there. I obviously should have invited the Prescott mayor, but maybe I'll just swing a message to him today and see if he's available, last minute thing. But anyways, there's going to be a lot of great entrepreneurs and also some amazing people showing up and being there. So you guys come on out. Definitely love to have you out. And it's going to start at 2 p.m. tomorrow for that. 2:30 is race time. So, and not to mention post time, off-track betting starts at 9 a.m. in the morning. So if you guys want to get out there earlier, you guys can definitely do that. But that's
so. What is off-track betting? They can go there and bet on other races around the country from there, right?
Yes, most definitely. And to make us a little bit more famous, that this actually gets played throughout the world because you could actually bet on horses around the whole world.
Okay, that's cool. I've gone to Vegas. I've seen all those screens where you can do off-track betting from Vegas, and I guess it sounds like the same thing.
Yes, exactly. So we have that opportunity as well. There's several races you could go ahead and bet on. But the best part about this, Eric, is that we actually have they say that $70,000 purses every time they race out in Prescott Valley. So that's huge. That's a lot.
Logan's going.
Yeah, Logan's going to be making it. Yep.
Nice.
Like I said, finally he had the right time. So we did this because we knew that there was a lot of entrepreneurs that couldn't get to our 5:30 because that's kind of when business starts, such as restaurant owners and just family people, So we decided to make it during the daytime, which Arizona Downs was so amazing. Okay, so you want to hear a funny story? So here,
hold on, before you do your funny story, like on Logan's thing, as long as his guest picks a winner, that's the only criteria.
His guest
has got to pick a winner. That's the only criteria.
I'm also bringing a guest. All right, it has to be a good guest.
They got to pick a winner. That's the requirements. All right. What's the funny story?
Okay, so the funny story is that we already kind of arranged this meeting with the new general manager and the management team that's running the Arizona Downs, and so. I told them, everything that was going down. It was the day that I ended up making it to California. As soon as I got off the plane, I jumped into this meeting, and I said, "Hey, let's go ahead and create this." And they're like, "Yes, great idea." And so I ended up meeting them on Tuesday last week, and then obviously it was in the hustle and bustle of the whole thing starting. So they were just like teeth dithering, things were breaking, everything that a first day would do for you, and opening day. And it was happening, obviously, but they made it look like there was a problem. So behind the scenes, they were like,
they're professionals right there.
There you are. They were biting their nails, but they forgot that I talked with them about it. I talked to the food manager and also the general manager. And so yesterday I get a call from Michael, the general manager, and he goes, "Martine, do we have an event happening on Tuesday with you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, I talked with you on Tuesday about it." And he goes, "Have you talked to my food and beverage man?" I said, "Yeah, I talked with him about it too." And he was like, well, we both kind of forgot." And I was like, "Oh no." So the funny part about it is that Michael was hanging out talking with another boss, a business owner, at the local George at the casino, and there they were sitting there hanging out, playing their cards, and then all of a sudden I came up as far as the subject, and then George was like, "Oh, I'll be there on Tuesday," and he goes, "Oh, for what?" And so not only did it happen once, but it happened twice with the food and beverage guy. Food and beverage guy said that one of his friends called and said, "Hey, I see that you're having a little event with the Prescott Times," and he goes, "I am." so anyways, man, that's how they got
Wow.
reminded.
They
And
are now, whether they approved it or not, right?
yeah, and it was kind of cool because they still accommodated, and you have to plan for stuff like this, but it was kind of funny to hear that we do have a lot of business professionals and a lot of people hearing about this. So that's the amazing part. We are definitely reaching a good amount of people in our local area.
It is.
I
It
mean,
is. Did you tell everybody about what happened at Home Depot?
no, what happened at Home Depot?
We're
Oh,
doing was we're standing in line checking out for supplies,
yeah.
and the guy's like, "Well, you guys build the studio?" And you and I are like looking at each other like, "How would you know that?" And he's like, "I know who you two are."
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I remember that. Yeah, I was like, "Whoa, have you built a studio before?"
Right.
Jeez. But see, that's the cool part about the morning show. Everybody's listening, everybody's watching. And if you guys don't catch it once again in the morning, as you see the scrolling little ticker bar down at the bottom, it's saying we are live 8:45 every morning, but you can watch on demand. So you can go ahead and catch us at any point in time.
Yeah, if you want to catch up on all the local stuff, any time of the day, you can press play. Logan's saying, does the hog need to cater?
Does the hog need a cater? You're going to have to talk with the caterer out there. There's a guy that just runs that show, and he seems to be really good at what he does. Who knows? But before we get any further, let me go ahead and just give a shout out to our business partnerships, and it's growing on a regular rate. We have a few more people to add to this, and I'm just so happy. I might have to speed it up, guys, but please, I gotta give a love. I gotta get a love. I gotta give love to these guys because without them, this wouldn't be possible, and you guys wouldn't be able to see our stuff for free. But here you guys go. Check it out. Boom, and there you guys have it. This is one of the biggest things that have ever happened. I mean, not only in my life and my career, but you guys are amazing out there, and we do not hold this place. Like it's definitely we care about our community. So if you guys want to be a part of what we have going on, we would love to have you and be a part of this. So we can go ahead and keep this information flowing for free, and also the ticker bar on the bottom scrolling.
Right? Keep it scrolling. Anyway, I saw you live everywhere this weekend. What happened?
Well, this is crazy. Okay, so there was a lot of events that were happening this weekend, and it was just hard to go ahead and get to any of them. But we ended up having one that just popped out of nowhere called the Chain Events, and it's a local business owner here in Prescott that owns a bike shop, and he decided to go ahead and put on a bike event with a music attached to it. So it was like a music bike fest or whatever. And we got word of it like 2 days prior to it. It was sad, but the way that I found out was one of my favorite people that I've been booking since he was 18 years old here in Prescott. The Irie was one of their headliners on Friday night. So I was like, wow, I didn't even know this existed. And so we ended up having an opportunity to go out there, hang out, enjoy the music. It was beautiful. It was in a new location that I didn't even know existed, and it's called the what's it called? Pioneer Parkway Pits. The Pioneer Parkway Pits.
See that 10 times fast.
Yeah, I know, right? Peter Papa.
Yeah. Pioneer Parkway Pits. Pioneer Parkway Pits. Okay. So anyway, where is this? I've never heard of it either.
It's definitely something that has just been added. I think that they were actually holding material over there at one point in time because it's literally like an open pit of some sort. So basically, it's kind of like an amphitheater of sorts. But you go over there. There's a parking lot. There's a place for the festival to go ahead and just be hung out. It's just a simple little spot with nothing there, which is totally cool. But it's all dirt. and it was awesome. They made a makeshift little stage. They had it all roped off for the beer garden. They had it roped off for the people. They had a little freaking
Where did
inflatable
they advertise
pool.
this? I didn't see a thing.
That's what I'm trying. That's okay. So we ended up talking. We got in touch with the owners and the creators of the whole event itself, and that was one of their things. They're just like, we just wanted to go ahead and see how it would turn out. In cases, it was probably good that it was little, so they could know what to do for next year. So they're going to try to make this a reoccurrence, and I think that the key part of this event was or is the actual biking part. I mean, the biking part is pretty awesome. I don't know what it's going to do to our the areas that they're riding, but they had a half pipe or whatever that they were doing backflips and stuff, and then landing in a what you call it, a padded area. I mean, it was cool.
What is that event in the desert they do in Nevada every year? It sounds like that.
Yeah, Burning Man.
Burning Man. Sounds like we had Burning Man here.
Well, it was funny you say that because Lisa, I think, was the other person. It was Brandon and Lisa said, "Oh, we wanted to go ahead and have a 40-foot or whatever burning of a bike, and kind of make it seem as if it was like a Burning Man festival." So they plan on making it a little bit of one of those type of festivals. So
yeah, unfortunately, this time of year we won't be burning anything.
Yeah, and that's kind of what ended up happening. They didn't end up burning anything. We did ended up airing something, but I don't know if it was legal or not. So I'll let you guys go back and watch that video. You guys could go to the the Facebook channel. We'll get it uploaded to the YouTube channel here shortly today. But yeah, it is what it is.
You even got Heather who's like, "Oh, she missed it." I mean, see, that's why they need to get out there and be, advertising.
Yeah, you definitely. If you guys know of any events, please let us know. I know that I think it was somebody was kept on messaging us. Christy was messaging us about other events, and I told her, I said we could go ahead and put them on there. But if you guys want extra added promotion for the events, we could do that for a very small fee, just to get on our platform. So please, man, enjoy what we have. We definitely want people to embrace it because that's how you get the word out. It is what it is. We have to do it that way. It is what it is. Okay, so we touched on the AED and the Save the Dells, Meet Feel Goody, Distress Hiker. Let's see what else is out there.
I mean, you like I said, you were just everywhere this weekend. Every time I turned my phone, it buzzed me and said, Prescott Times is live.
Yeah, we were definitely trying to run a couple of the things out there. What else was I out at?
You were at the Lizards, and I remember Lizards from way back when. Yeah.
Lizards decided to go ahead and open up their doors for their first band in a lot of years until new ownership, and that's kind of cool. I think that they have something going. That's for sure. That was another story. The 150 million fentanyl bust in Yavapai County.
Yes.
We actually posted a video of the actual pool with them pulling the person over, just to let everybody know, like, this is what's going on. And the kid that they ended up busting, he was like at work, like he was in his work outfit. He had his vest on. I mean, maybe that's just a ploy, but
yeah,
and he didn't even try to hide it. It was in his front seat.
Well, I mean, at that point, they're going to find it. And yeah, Mayor Kell had some a really strong post about that whole thing because he's got a personal experience with the whole fentanyl thing. So he was pretty, excited that they busted this guy. Yeah.
And so these are things that need to be brought out to light. So there has to be a silver lining to it. Unfortunately, they get into our system and they start killing people. Unfortunately, by not their own choice, they just didn't know, that consuming just a tad bit more than they're supposed to.
And you just don't know. You don't know how it's been made. You don't know what's in there. It just takes a little bit. And that's what the mayor's post said this weekend was just that this has affected thousands of small communities and just taken hold.
Yeah, this is out.
Yep.
This is a subject that we've been talking about for a few years, fentanyl just decided to come on the scene, and it's not a new drug. It's just a old drug that they found that
It's
was being
cheap to make. Yeah.
and it was being utilized for some good. It actually administrated right. I guess it works, but you definitely have to be precautious of it. Unfortunately, it is what it is. I don't even know why it's even in their system. So who knows?
Yep. So anyway, all right, we're over. How'd that happen?
It's easy because we're going in line with it. Hey, so the question is, do we start up earlier or do we not start up earlier?
I don't know. I just don't know. We can give it a go. We can see if it earlier is good. I just don't know when people are awake anymore.
Well, we're getting into the summertime, so the earlier the better, I think, because ultimately the sun rises and all of a sudden it's just like, boom, we're ready to rock.
It's go time. Yeah.
Yeah, 7 a.m., dude. Like I get up and I'm like, okay, I guess we don't sleep no more because, obviously, I don't know. I got up at 5 and I'm like, all right, let's do this. Let's make this happen. So, I don't know. We'll see what's up. I mean, no matter what, it's on demand. So it is what it is. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Well, hopefully, what good news you got? There's all kinds of events going on this week. I can tell you that we are booked 100%. That means there's stuff going on here. So, that's I won't ask you about the calendar, but I know there's stuff going on during the week too. So you don't have to wait for the weekend. But anyway, San Martin, take us out.
All right, guys. Peace, love, and happiness. Let it not be war. And remember, love always wins. And if you guys want to go ahead and be a part of what we have going, go ahead and email us at the editor at the Prescott Times. See you later.